Hi, and welcome to the Road to 40. I'm Jason Oliveira, the richest man in the world. I wish I could say that financially. However, something hit me today, and I've heard the saying a million times. It just took me this time to process through my head. A friend of mine asked their brother to borrow money. I'm not going to say any names, obviously. And the person had to think about it. So a few days later, he went to go help these poor people and do something. He's a really nice guy. I'm not going to say any names, like I said. And he came back to her and was telling her the story. And he said, it's funny how little people can live on comfortably. um, and it was meant almost, I think, as a jab. But um, it definitely it hit home for the first time. The idea of, it's not about money. Nothing in life should ever be about a quest for money. Ever, 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 ever. I mean, money solves very little. Less than you would think. We put ourselves in the financial situations we end up in sometimes. In that case, I mean, I'm not to say that, there isn't someone to blame for the high cost and low income. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I think sometimes we put ourselves in the positions we end up with. And I realized today, as I was paying bills, I had to go downtown to pay a bill and a few other things. I thought, I started thinking, if I had all this money, if I had this money, if I did this. But I think if I had a large income, I would just fill my life with crap that would waste the time. You know what I mean? Like, I do it quite frequently now. I mean, throughout my life. I've always filled it with things. Not that I needed the things, but I really enjoyed having things. And if I had the ability to purchase the things, then I didn't stop to think if I should. It's so easy, especially with collectibles. I've always been a huge collectible collector type person up until the last few years. I buy the Walking Dead figures and stuff like that. But they come out, twice a year, or maybe 3 times a year. But it's such a quick downward spiral because one thing leads to another. For example, today, I stopped by Walgreens because I needed something to drink. And I wanted to check out their figures because I hate to spread this word because I like the little secret. But it's like they have some pretty decent toys there. Like they have the Game of Thrones figures, which are about $20 everywhere in the world, if not more. I went in there today and they were on sale for $12.39 each. Now, I didn't buy any because I was rational with myself. I didn't own any of them, even though I love Game of Thrones. And I thought, well, now would be a good jumping point to get on. But then I thought about them, like, why? So they can gather dust on a shelf. I don't open them. I don't play with them. I'm a little too old for that. I guess not. I could play with them if I wanted to play with them. I could play with toys. I play D&D. Little miniatures and stuff, They do combat. But it's when I realized I was the richest person in the world. I don't take for granted the things I do have in life or the people in my life. Not for a moment. However, I think I'd just forgotten a little bit how much more important people and moments are rather than things and stuff. Like, I love things and stuff. It'll probably be a long time before I can break the habit of liking things and stuff. However, they are the least important things. If I had a dream not too long ago, it was the house burnt down and I was coming home from work. I was just like, oh, well, I guess I don't need to make the bed tonight. And that was the first thing that hit my head in the dream, and that's probably what I really thought too. Like, I would miss having the computer to be able to view pictures of family, videos of family from the last literally 20 years. Because other than that, I still have a lot of photographs, but I never look at them because it's too much work. I probably have literally 20,000 photos. Not photos, I'm talking pictures. Copies, I probably have 35,000. I have so many pictures dating back mainly to probably 8th grade on. I mean, I have a lot before that too, but not a significant amount. Technology changes. There was a time when having a camera was a luxury like having a smartphone. Now, that's pretty much a standard. So it's like there's always the new and hip, and this is what I'm kind of talking about. Like always needing to have the new and hip and trendy things. I mean, I do. Maybe not everybody does. But I feel like I need to be on top of it for some reason. And then I stop and I think, why? Why do I need to be on the forefront of technology? I do love having a good TV to watch movie with the kids and stuff with. But like I said, if the house burnt down tomorrow, which, knock on wood, it doesn't, I wouldn't miss anything in the house. As long as the pets and the family got out, obviously, you can replace things. Insurance will come along. Actually, it would probably be the best thing that would happen. If I could save the computer and maybe some guitars, that's about it. Just so I can have my main source of income. Hopefully, eventually someday will be this, or not necessarily this, I mean, but like drawing or photoshopping and whatever. But I have everything. All the things that these roads are supposed to lead you to, I have right in my lap. Like, and this is going to sound silly, but I came in and I had bought all the stuff to make lasagna. I would have made it, but I know Carol would, and she did tonight. And first of all, I was just thrilled and happy to be married to the woman I'm married to. Not just because she makes me lasagna, but because she makes me happy and she fills my life with joy. And I thought, how awesome is that? She took the time. She gets out of work at 5 o'clock, and lasagna is a huge undertaking. She took the time to do all that, and I'm like, look at. Why do I need a new PlayStation game? Like, I compared those two things. I like, not like I buy PlayStation games. I'm just using that as an example. I was thinking about upgrading either a mic or a light or a camera or something at some point. I cannot. If I could get this damn thing to stream, so I could record it from here to there, or I'm gonna just have to reinstall Premiere, I think, so that I can. Maybe I just missed an option where you can select AVHCD, whatever it is, ABC HD. Anywho, that's not important. But I enjoy doing those things, and I think if you enjoy doing something to a certain degree, like if you spend every day and night, playing it in front of a TV on a couch or something, or I don't think that's really living. Hey, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to do it. I personally think it's a huge waste. I like playing video games every now and again, but I don't like wasting my life, and I don't want to do it anymore. And now that I know that I'm the richest man in the world, then I can start living, I think. You know what I mean? I still want to get to California. I still have goals of things that I want to accomplish before I die. That's a big one. But, I think the universe finds a way of getting you where you need to go sometimes. Call it God, call it karma, call it whatever. I think you got to play in favor of the good guys, man. You got to be a good person. You got to make yourself a better person every day. That's what I say at the end of the episode. You know what I mean? I've seen that happen. And actually, someone else who said something, they said, you're a lucky man, Jay. It's an old friend. I don't know if he wants me to mention his name or not. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But he said that, and that was another thing that made me go, hey, you're right. But he is a lucky person, too. He is an incredibly talented artist that I wish I had half the talent to do his paintings. He paints really well, and I really admire his art. So you know what? Fuck it. His name is Artie T. Nyman, and he's a great artist and a creative, intelligent, smart, talented guy. Really good guy. So I appreciated the comment that he had said, though. It really kind of was, eye-opening. This is eye closing, my friends. We gotta talk soon. I've been having some conversations with old Doc over here, and we'll get to that on another episode. Anywho, if you're loving watching these as much as I'm loving making them, please subscribe. Pass them along to anybody who might like watching them as well. If you have a friend that's turning 40 or just about to turn 40 or just turned 40, they might be interested. I don't know. Share, like, comment. Give me something to write about, read about, talk about. One of those subject matters. I don't know. Whatever. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. You're in line at the grocery store. Make somebody in line smile. Do it, man. Come on. If you start doing it, maybe they'll ask you about it. Maybe they'll say, hey, I watch this guy. He tells me to make people smile. He's crazy, but I do it because it makes sense. I just think it's a leap of faith. Off the lion's head, my friends. Indy did it. Yeah, he did. He sure did. That was a weird challenge, by the way. We'll talk about that another time as well. Thank you. You make me happy, subscribing, commenting. Even the people who are commenting about how I should go see that Second Coming site. I did. I went. I checked it out. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And I replied to them. Go read the comment. I think it was a really good reply. It wasn't offensive. It was just how I felt. So I think it was well said. Anywho, you guys have a wonderful night. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Vine, any of those wacky Facebooks. GEYCEN. There's not many of us out there. So you're likely to find this ugly mug waiting for you. When you wake up in the morning, I'll be there. Alright, anywho, sorry about that. Live your life to the fullest. Love every moment of it. Okay? Live your life to the fullest and love every moment of it. I think we just got another tagline, folks. You guys take care of each other. You guys are the best, and I sure do like you a lot. You guys take care. I'll see you a little bit further on down the road to 40.